one of the best brands out here regarding the actual design aspect. I really don't know how to feel about this brand, so their watches are quite expensive. I really don't know why. Even their product images, they look very bland, and it looks like someone from preschool actually made the website. Hello and welcome back to the Watch Design Academy. So today we do have a very interesting video and a little bit different video than what I usually do. Today we are going to be looking at some of the microbrands, that I've actually worked with in the past, some of the ones that I actually work with currently, and some of the ones that I haven't even heard of till this day. We are just going to be taking a look at different microbrands in the industry. I will be just sharing my personal opinion of those brands and the first impression I get of those brands. I will also be sharing my opinion on what I think they do very good, on what I think they could actually improve on, and just sorting them out through the tier list that I made in like 5 minutes. So yeah, that will be today's video and hopefully you guys will find it very interesting. Let's go right into the desktop and check out the brands that we have and the tier list that I made. So yeah, this is the tier list. As you can see, we have the God tier, which is supposed to be like the best of the best. Then we have the second tier, the second list, which would be would buy category. Then we have the third one, which is like nothing special category. Then we have a category that's named like bad microbrands, and then we have like trash microbrands. If owners of those brands will be watching this video, don't take this personally. This is just more for fun video and just sharing what I think of the website, the look of the watches, the design, and overall just my personal opinion. And don't take this as an offense or like praise or anything like that. This is just a video for fun. Let's go. So first we have a brand that's called Baltic. Probably everybody has heard of this brand. This is the brand that I personally like very much, and I think they produce very good designs, and they have been in the industry for quite some time now, and they do have some really great models. I haven't worn their watches or seen them in real life, but as much as I've heard from clients of mine and members inside the academy and people that I talk to on a daily basis, the quality is reasonably good, especially for the price. So that's all good. Regarding their design, they just stick to what they do best. Vintage style, classic designs, nothing too out of the ordinary. So I don't think they would be considered like top tier brands, even though I think their sales are great, even though I think their design is great, but I don't think their design is something like completely new and something that we haven't seen before. I think we will be putting them into not the top first category, but yeah, I think they do produce really great looking watches. And also what I really like, and I think they really do a good job at, is their website. Their website really does look great and looks premium, and we all know that is something that is very important in the watch industry. Whenever you have clients or potential customers going on your website, you want the website to be very aesthetic and easy to use, and that's what they've done a good job at. So let's go back into our tier list, and I will put Baltic into would buy category, and I would definitely buy a Baltic watch if I would be interested in buying a vintage style watch. So yeah, I think they really do fit into this would buy category. They are almost God tier, but I'm just going to put them here, and then at the end maybe we'll restructure our tier list a little bit. Then we have Traska, and Traska is also very known microbrand, especially for the unscratchiness of their bracelet. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm missing a word in my head, but basically they have a very good scratch resistant bracelets, and they have a very good coating on them. The only thing that I don't like about their models is they all look a little bit too similar for me, if you know what I mean. So they have the Commuter collection, which basically looks like an Oyster Perpetual Rolex, I would say. They have the Summiteer, which looks like a Explorer collection from Rolex. Then they have the Freediver, which would, let's say, be in a Submariner category. Then they have the Seafarer, which is the most original watch they have because it's a super compressor diver. So I really like that model specifically. And I really do like their very simple GMT look. And I think their designs are the best designs out there that are really, really simple. So I think they really do a good job and stick to what they know. But I know that they don't introduce a lot of the models often. And also their website isn't anything special. It's just a very simple website. So let's go and actually sort them out. Traska. I think Traska would actually be in nothing in between would buy and nothing special. So I'm kind of missing a category right here. But I would definitely... I'd actually rather put them in would buy category than nothing special because I think they are a very good watch. So yeah, we're going to put them right here. Then we have Furlan Mari, or however it's pronounced. Actually, I don't know a lot about their brand and I have just heard of this brand a few months ago. So I don't really know a lot about this brand, but I really do like their watches and their designs because they really do focus a lot on details. And even though they don't have a lot of models, they really do focus on details and make every model look really, really good. So yeah, if we're talking about specifically about the design from all of the watches and the brands that we've shown so far, I think they are one of the best brands out here regarding the actual design aspect of it. What movements do they actually use? Mecha Quartz movements. So for 585 Swiss francs, or it's basically the same as euros, I think that's a pretty damn good value for money, especially with this sort of design. I'm not sure what kind of quality there is in their watches, but regarding the actual design, the design looks so good to me that I would actually put them into would buy category. The only reason I wouldn't put them in like a god tier regarding the actual design is because I don't know a lot about them. So yeah, let's actually go ahead and sort them out. So far I'm putting everything into would buy category. So yeah, that's Furlan Mari for you guys. So this is probably going to be very controversial as Maen watches are quite known in the microbrand industry. But I personally think that all of their designs are like meh. I don't know how else to say it, but I think they are very average, nothing special and nothing that we still haven't seen so far. But what I'm going to say is that I think they really do a good job at doing product images because for all of these they are using CGI renders. So I think that's a very good job and they really do have some nice animations just like this and basically a nice product renders. Now the only issue with that is that I don't know how their watches really do look in real life. Only if we check out their Instagram images, but yeah. Also, they released a collaboration watch with Nico Leonard, which I think it just looks like shit. Even though I'm a designer and I should be respecting like trying something new, but let me actually show you this watch. Which one is it? It's this one. I just think this watch looks like shit. I'm not even gonna lie. And since the only thing I do like about their watches is like the website, even though the font isn't really great on the website, I really don't know how to feel about this brand. So yeah, I'm just gonna put them into nothing special category. So Maen watches, we are going right here. Then we have Kuoe Kyoto. It's a very weird name to pronounce. It's a Japanese brand, I believe. And they are clients of mine and I really like working with them. And especially they also do like some vintage sort of style of watch always. But all the watches are kind of more dressy than vintage. Their website, I'm not gonna lie, isn't really that good. The images on the website are very small. So I would have to like enlarge the website to see every watch or just basically click on every watch just to see how it looks. And you can see they are using the renders that we did for them. But yeah, they really do produce good watches. They have good materials, sapphire crystals, brass dials. The sizes of their watches are very good. They are not too big, not too small. They are using Miyota, which is basically a bulletproof movement. I really like their watches. And I will definitely, and they have recently opened a lot of new stores. And this may be just my preference, but I'm gonna put them in the God tier, even though their website isn't that good. But if we check out their Instagram, Kuoe official, even if we check out their Instagram, they really do have a nice Instagram page, and their watches are just basically amazing in my opinion. Even though their design isn't something out of the ordinary, I just think all the work they do, other than design, I just think it's just really good, and I'm going to sort them out into the God tier. So yeah, that's Kuoe Kyoto for you guys. Then we have Oak and Oscar, and I have heard of this brand maybe just a year ago, even though they're supposed to be like a big micro brand. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know a lot about their watches. So let me just check out some of their watches and what they have. So their watches are quite expensive. I really don't know why, honestly. They just look, even their product images, they look very bland. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Product images look very bland to me. And they want for this specific chronograph 2,271 euros. What movement does it even have? Selita, mechanical Swiss movement. Okay, it has a Selita. That's very good, but I don't think that's worth 2,000 euros, even over that. And I also think their design isn't really that aesthetic looking, and it's quite boring in my opinion. And also for this GMT, they want 1,860 euros. So I don't know a lot about this brand, but I'm just gonna put it in like nothing special category. They're not bad, they're not great, they're just nothing special to me, and I don't know a lot about them. So yeah, that is just my opinion. And the next brand is Brew Watch Company. This is probably also going to be a controversial, because Brew Watch Company is a new brand and they haven't been in the game for very long, but they have been playing at this game very well. And their designs are not really something I would wear, but I do think if I would wear those sort of designs, they just look really good. They have really done a great job at designs, and as you can see, they are also using CGI for their product images. Their website is very easy to use. They have some really nice photos, and the quality of watches really do look great, and their renders are great. So, and I would actually love to work with them, because I think actually I could learn from them regarding the design. I just think they look really good, and the specifications are quite good. They are using Mecha Quartz movements, okay, but for the price, I think you cannot beat this design. So yeah, I'm not sure what to say, but I would actually put them in the God tier as well, because they are one of my favorite microbrands out there. So yeah, I'm going to put them into God tier. Or I'm not sure if they deserve God tier, but I would put them actually somewhere in between would buy and God tier. But I like their design so much that I'm just gonna put them into the God tier, which probably some of you guys won't really like, but it is what it is. Now, we have Radcliffe watches. And Radcliffe watches, I used to work with them in the past, and this is the guy, the owner, Tayeb Bausilia. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Very good guy. I loved working with him. But this brand, they are producing very unique watches. But for me personally, these designs are not something that I would wear. Even though the quality of their watches, I've heard, and I've actually had them in my hand, the quality is actually very good, and the manufacturer that produces their watches is the same manufacturer that I use personally on my watches, on my prototypes whenever I produce them, and I just recommend this manufacturer to all the clients that I work with. So yeah, they really do have quality of production and everything, but their website is shit. Their website is absolutely shit, and they're still using the animation that I did for them 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even remember. But basically, they are doing a good job creating some very unique pieces, but their website is just shit. This is a very good example of a brand that does very good high quality watches that are unique. Not saying they're pretty, they're not pretty to me. Actually, they're very ugly to me personally. but I think they could very much expand their business, but by just creating a very good website, because their website is not easy to use and it looks like someone from preschool actually made the website. Everything just doesn't seem to work very well together. So yeah, this is their product page. If it makes any sense, the font is shit and everything else regarding the actual website is just trash. So, but the overall watches, great. Not going to say anything bad about them because the watches are great in my opinion. Some of them, not all of them, but the website just ruins everything. And for anybody that hasn't heard of them before, if you just come on their website and you see the website, you're just going to leave because the website looks like shit. So let's go ahead and rank them. I'm just going to put them in bad category. Sorry Radcliffe, sorry Tajep if you're watching this, but I don't see this brand standing out other than just making crazy watches. Oh, the next brand we have Ming watches. I know their watches are very popular, but I really don't have anything nice to say about their watches. They just look extremely ugly to me. I don't really like their website at all. Their product images don't make any sense to me. Just do a normal good product image or use a CGI render or something like that. I believe the quality of their watches is very good, and some of the design, like this one, is good. It's unique, especially the movement, and probably the quality is very good. I haven't wore a Ming watch before, so I don't know, but I'm just gonna put them in Ming watches into nothing special category. First, because I don't really know a lot about them, and secondly, because I think their designs are ugly. This one is actually the only one that's pretty. All of them just don't make any sense to me. They are very hard to read from. Like, what is this? What kind of watch is this? The movement, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But what the fuck is this for a dial? I honestly have no clue what kind of dial this is. I just don't see it. And yeah, it would be very hard to read. The main point of the watch today isn't really to read time, but love to have the ability to actually read the time from the watch. So yeah, maybe I'm too conservative, but I just really don't like this. So yeah, we put Ming in nothing special category. Then we have Rze Watches. They are also a very good client of mine. What I think they do best is actually have great branding regarding their website, the packaging and everything else. And I actually have one of their watches, and I think all of their watches look really good and look similar to one another, so they have a really good brand language. Same as when you see a BMW from very far, you know it's a BMW by the headlights. So same thing happens with Rolex, and also same thing happens with Rze watches for anybody that has worn their watches, because all of their cases are very similar in a way. All of them are using very angular shapes, and I really do like their watches, and their designs is very simple. The prices are good, the quality is insane, but what is very shit is some of the inconsistency of product images. What you can see is this image, for example. We've done CGI images for their product line here. As you can see, those are CGI renderings that I've actually created. So you can see everything is very consistent. You can easily swap between the metal and the fabric strap, but then you go back onto, let's say, this model, and just the image, the quality of the image doesn't look nice, and you don't have a lot of images showcasing the product. So I think that's not really that great. But yeah, I really do like them, and I'm actually just gonna put them into would buy category. Next brand is Furlan watches, or Fairer watches, not sure how to pronounce them. I have a trouble pronouncing letter R. So yeah, I think this brand is very good. I like some of their watches, but some of them I really don't like. They really do have some great looking models, but then the vibe I get from these ones, from this brand, is just they want to produce as many models with as many different colors just so they can like gain as much money from their customers, instead of focusing on like fewer models and actually making them the best they can be. I really do like their World Timer, GMT and Chronosport watches. Also this one. These watches are very good in my opinion, and the color choices are very good. Their website is very good and everything is very good. But I think they should like narrow down their watch lineup, if that makes sense. But I'm definitely gonna put them into would buy category because I think they really do produce some great watches with great quality and great colors. Just the choice of colors you wouldn't think would ever work, but they really do have a lot of color options. I'm just gonna put them into would buy category. We have Zilos, and this is a brand that I don't like. And even from the images, I can see the quality of their watches isn't really that good. They probably have very good movements, but just the design is very ugly. I think it looks very childish. I don't like their designs at all. I know that a lot of people like their watches, but I don't have a lot to say about this brand. I just think their watches don't look very good. They don't offer anything that's really good value for money, in my opinion. They just look like every other brand to me. They probably have some good brand language between the models that they offer, but then again, what is this? What kind of watch is this? This just looks so ugly to me. I respect that they are trying something new and push new models, but it just looks ugly. So, and this may be a controversial opinion, but I'm just gonna put them into trash category because I would never ever buy this watch or any of their models because they are just too ugly for me. Then we have Studio Underdog. This is probably one of the best brands out there that I wouldn't wear, and I would probably wear them if I'm going to a party or something because the colors are really out of this world. But I really do respect their design and their website because if just imagine this or this watch in just ordinary white, black, blue colors, it would look like every other chronograph. But what they've done really great is just experimented with crazy colors, and because of that they made great success. The design is not something new. It just looks like every other chronograph or any other like pilot vintage style watch, just with crazy ass colors. So I really do respect what they've done, and they really do have a good website. So and their CGI looks incredible, like Rolex level quality right here. So I really do respect what they are doing in the industry. They are basically making it more fun and producing some exquisite models, especially this one. This is not something that I would ever wear, but it just looks really appealing to the eye. So I'm just gonna put them into would buy category, even though I would never actually buy this sort of watch. Not god tier, would buy. So yeah, then we have Second Hour. This I used to, a long time ago, I used to work with these guys, and I think Peter is the owner and founder of the brand, and their designs and their watches really do actually look good to me, but their website is shit. And when you put all of these together, and actually if you just check out their social media, this watch, this is my favorite one that they have produced, this tank sort of watch. I really like this one, but the other ones are just, the design is very good, but I just think they want to put as much things and details into the watch and trying to make it work, but sometimes it doesn't. As on this one right here, I just think it doesn't really work that great altogether. I think they should do a lot more work on their Instagram because it doesn't look really aesthetic, right? And between the website, the quality, the actual design and everything, I would put them into meh category, or not. It's not meh category. It's nothing special category. So I'm just gonna put them here. And the last one is also a client of mine, and I'm not sure if this is even considered a microbrand. It's more of a fashion brand, and their clients are not really watch guys and watch enthusiasts. They just sell to everyday people that think their watches are good looking, but they are basically following the trend of copying AP or doing an AP style watch or an RM style watch with this one, and this is what I've actually designed for them. And even though I think this watch really looks great and has Valuchi DNA, overall, I've heard that the quality of these watches isn't really good. So I'm just gonna put them into nothing special category. So yeah, this guys is my tier list right here, and I hope you've enjoyed this video if you have watched it so far. I really do hope you have enjoyed. I know that some of these opinions might be very controversial, but yeah, that's all I can say, and this is just my perspective, my personal opinion, so it's very subjective. If you would like me to do a part 2 of this video, you can comment other microbrands below which you would like me to actually review, check them out and sort them out through the tier list. If you want to see more of these videos, you can just subscribe down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and ciao.